Hey everyone, it's Erica Holland, certified ballroom dance instructor and personal trainer. Here are my thoughts on last night's Dancing with the Stars 500th episode. First off, I just want to say that I really enjoyed that opening number. It was great to see a lot of the old pros and mirror ball winners in the audience and in the opening number, and it was just fantastic choreography. First up was Joey and Jenna with their contemporary routine. I actually thought that they did a really good job and deserved one more 10. I will say I will push back on what Carrie Ann said about emotions in contemporary dance. People express their emotions in different ways, and there needs to be a little bit more room for growth and subjectivity in that regard. For their instant dance, they had the rumba. I thought that Joey actually does the rumba really well. However, he did let his nerves and emotions get the best of them. That's what led to his technical mistakes, and you could tell when he was doing the dance that he was thinking about the steps a lot. So if he would have relaxed and trusted his instincts, I think he would have scored a lot higher and danced a lot better for the instant dance rumba. Next up, we did have Danny and Whitney with the quick step. I actually thought that they did pretty good. Danny is obviously the most improved out of everyone left in the competition, especially that hat section. That was really great choreography with the prop. He did make a few mistakes, but overall, he did a good job. His instant dance was a jive. I will say I was a little disappointed in his instance dance. This was his third time doing the jive. He did it for Oscars night. And then on Halloween night, he did a jive dance off against Joey. So my expectations were a little bit higher with the jive, and I felt like he had timing issues. And once again, he didn't relax. He went into survival mode and he messed up. Next up, we had Dwight and Daniela with their Argentine tango. As we know, Dwight and Daniela were eliminated last night. I thought that their dance was really good, especially their lifts. You can tell they have a lot of trust in each other, and Dwight has a lot of strength and power. I do agree with the judges that he should be leading more. I feel like he lets Daniela back lead instead of him taking more initiative. For their instant dance, they had Paso Doble. I wish that they had kept their choreography a lot more simpler. I feel like Dwight would have been able to keep up. He did miss a lot of timing and the hand switches. Next, we have Steven and Riley with their Viennese waltz. I thought that he did an okay job. I can definitely tell he's been working on having a little bit more fluidity in his upper body and fixing his frame, but there was a moment where his foot did slip in the routine. I also noticed that they did slow down the tempo. Viennese waltz is a little bit faster with the music than what they did, but I know that they needed to slow down the tempo in order to help Steven with his timing issues. I don't know if they deserve 2 10s, but I really think he needed it to boost his confidence because in the instant dance they had a jive and I could tell he was really happy and he had a lot more confidence, and that confidence showed in his routine, although he did miss a few timing marks. At Chandler and Brandon with an Argentine tango. I really didn't write down any notes for them because I thought that they did an exceptional job and they deserved their perfect score. For their instant dance, they had a cha-cha. I was very nervous when they chose the song. I love Apple by Charlie XCX, but I don't think it is a cha-cha song. But luckily, the musicians were able to make it into more of a ballroom remix. I thought they also did well on their instant dance cha-cha. The one thing I want to commend Chandler on is you do have to fake it till you make it. And something that I tell my students is the judges will always look at your face before you look at your feet. So you can't let your nerves show and you have to fake that confidence until you build up the skill set. But Chandler and Brandon did an exceptional job tonight, perfect scores across both dances. Lastly was Alona and Alan. They had a quick step. I thought that their dance showed improvement from 2 weeks ago with their Halloween tango. However, she really needs to work on her frame, especially that right elbow. It tends to tense up and lift up when it really should be more relaxed and extended. For their instant dance, they had the salsa. One thing I will say is just because you can do lifts doesn't mean that you should do lifts. I feel like they would have been scored a lot higher if they just left the lifts out of the dance. Once again, I wish the pros had kept the choreography a little bit more simpler for the celebrities because this is a very intense skill of going onto the dance floor and just dancing to the song that you just listened to 2 or 3 minutes ago. Those are my thoughts on last night's Dancing with the Stars 500th episode. Once again, Dwight and Daniela were eliminated, and Chandler and Brandon were at the top of the leaderboard with a perfect 60 out of 60. See you next Wednesday for my commentary on Dancing with the Stars semifinals. Thank you for watching.